welcome. I'm Shay J, and we are here on Sway TV today. Thank you so much for following and joining. And
I'm so excited to get started today.
We're gonna have some fun on the street.
we're doing Workout Wednesdays here on Amazon Live.
And she is fresh off the set of Shark Tank.
It's such an honor to be here today, so thank you.
We are going to be talking all about parenting.
This is our tribe of women. What is the key to a successful business?
And it's Brad Grunberg. Hi, Brad. What more could you want than the Self-Love Workbook?
Thank God you are on this show.
Rosalinda just said this is better than Netflix.
Oh, Naveen says this is better than Netflix. There's a Tesla. You can actually buy a car on Amazon. That is so crazy. The perfect gift. Yes, we got our Drake's Cake break. Oh, that feels so good. So awesome.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake your Zulai. This is fun.
Woo! Hey, that's an awesome little gift card you got going for your weekend.
And one person's gonna win a PS5. Which one will it be?
Here we go. I'm so excited. I can't even stand it.
And Sam's in the chat says, Sway TV rocks. Woo! One of the best comments I've ever received, ever, hands down.
2, 1.
Amazon, we love you, Amazon. So grateful for you guys and for Sway TV.
I've had such a great time with all of you.
Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway!
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Hey everyone, I am Ashley Hawk, and I am so excited to be here today. Thank you so much, Amazon Live, for having us. We are going to be talking about some really awesome products that are going to help you get your best health in, and they're going to also help you with just some different lifestyle tips that I have. Today we're calling this Healthy Habits with Ashley H. I'm Ashley Hawk, your nutrition advice go-to and expert. So all of these products are going to be around things that are really going to help you relax, get healthy, and because you're healthy, you're going to be happier. So I wanted to first give you a little bit of background on myself, because this is the first time that I have been able to appear on Sway TV. And again, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you, Amazon. And if you guys are checking out Sway TV for the first time, then you can go ahead and give us a follow as well. We've got our chat going, so we'd also love to hear a little bit from you. We had someone just join us now. Thank you. Healthy habits are so important. You know, this is kind of the foundation of your lifestyle, are those little things that you do every single day. They're going to add up, and they're going to make a big difference in every aspect of your life. So again, back to my quick bio, you know, I actually have my master's in nutritional science. I've been studying nutrition for the past 10 years, and it's the kind of thing that I really try to live out every day, is the importance of self-care and the importance of taking care of yourself. So today is going to be all about products that feature the importance of self-care. Exactly that. So let's dive into just a couple things, but before we do that, I really want to just set the mood here. We're here shopping, we want to relax, we want to take a little load off. It's Thursday, it's towards the end of the week, and it's been a busy week for a lot of people. I heard Mercury's in retrograde, so there could be a lot of emotions going on, tensions could be running high in some people. So it's good to just take a pause, especially on this Thursday. It's halfway through Thursday. Some people on the East Coast, you've made it to the end of Thursday, so congratulations. Tomorrow is Friday, and then we're gonna be off to the weekend, which is just such a good feeling. There's there's a lot of snowstorms going on in Texas right now, and I'm not trying to minimize that by any means. It's a really scary time. So that's why self-care really is so important, because if you're not taking care of yourself, then how are you going to be able to take care of others? So spending a couple extra minutes every day to really make sure that you're getting in a chance to just reflect and give back to yourself is a lot more important than some people realize. So with that PSA out of the way, now we can move on to one of the things that I love to use when I'm kind of unwinding at the end of the day, and those are candles. I know they sound like super silly, and maybe some people even saw the SNL video on like the importance of giving candles to loved ones and how it's the gift that keeps giving, because everybody gives candles and everybody gets candles, but who doesn't love a candle? So we are going to light this candle so that we can all just relax a little bit, and if you have a candle at home, I recommend you do the same. One of the guys in the studio just showed me how to work this lighter. It's absolutely amazing. You kind of hold it up and it just like does these little embers, this little sizzle, so you don't have to worry about lighting anything else on fire by accident. I think you can get this on Amazon, so check it out too. It's probably in our carousel. So we're gonna light my little candle here so that we can just kind of all relax together. I don't know what kind of candles you have at home. And again, feel free to cue in on the chat. Tell me what your favorite scented candle is. I'm usually a lavender girl myself, but every now and then it changes. Actually, shout out to a friend of mine. We were having a teeny tiny socially distanced Christmas get together with like my husband and our good friend. And he's like, pick up candles. So my husband and I go to CVS and we're looking everywhere for candles. And we end up just grabbing 2 that are like this white color. And we're like, okay, perfect, white candles for Christmas. What could go wrong? And we get back and he's like, are you kidding me? These are pineapple scented candles. Save them for your luau party. Like, these don't need to be here right now when we're celebrating Christmas. But anywho, it was the ambiance that mattered, not the scent. So here we are with our lovely candle. We're gonna set that back there just so we can have this nice little aesthetic going on. Now then we can really kind of get into the meat of the self-care. This is stay at home self-care on this Thursday when a lot of things are going on. Vanilla Spice is a great scent on candles too. We got that in the chat, so thanks for that. We do love Vanilla Spice, Chai Spice too. You know, we love talking about really important things like our favorite scents of candles, but that's what I want to hear. I kind of want to hear some other people's favorite scents of candles, because these are the qualities that make you, you. And that's really important. And we appreciate that here at Amazon, because what makes you, you are also the products that you are going to purchase. And the products that you use are kind of what builds your habits. So that's what we're talking about. A rather roundabout way of describing that. But I want to get into kind of the first thing that we have here, which is the Zillion Massager. And this is this fantastic portable massager. You can see it here. And when you turn it on, it's kind of got these different speeds and it comes at different colors. I'm getting more scents of candles. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Lavender. All right, so far we've got a lot of like spices, but are there people out there that like florals? I don't know, you tell me. All right, we're looking at the massager and you can see these red lights that come on. Very cool. And what's great about this is it's portable, but also you can use it on your low back, which is a great way to kind of relax. But I also love it on my hands. Just by putting this on your hands, this is kind of a great way to relax your hands at the end of the day. You know, everyone's working from home right now, so we're doing a lot of typing, we're doing a lot of texting, we are constantly glued to our phones. And I've been hearing all these studies that recently we're having more and more issues in our joints and our hands because we spend so much time holding our phones and our hands aren't used to holding something that heavy. So it's actually really important to be able to kind of relax those muscles in your hand at the end of the day. And again, this massager was designed to relax your back and your legs, but if you put your hands on here, this is such a great massage for your hands. So, you know, I think that this would be a really nice product to keep at your desk because you could put it at the back of your office chair, you could put it on your lap, let it give yourself a little hand rub. You could also use it on your legs. You know, a quick self-plug here. A lot of people don't know that I had a baby 6 months ago. And she's just the greatest thing in the whole wide world. But if anybody out there knows anybody that is pregnant, if you are pregnant, if you know somebody that might be getting pregnant, a massager is an absolutely perfect gift. And if you used to be, you know, if you now have kids, it's really important to also make time to relax and take care of yourself. So a massager that you can just kind of put on your legs. You know, it was by my third trimester, I ended up getting really bad leg cramps and I'd have to lay down all the time. So being able to take a product like this and just kind of put your legs on top of it, put your calves on top of it, this is one of those things that forces you to slow down. And slowing down is really crucial for self-care because every now and then you just need a chance to exhale and take a deep breath. So I'm gonna do that while we watch this quick video that highlights this Zillion massager.
Introducing the Zillion Shiatsu Pillow Massager. The Shiatsu massager has 2 different settings for ultimate relaxation: massage and heat and just massage. Hold down the button for 3 seconds to turn it off. The massager is easy to use. Just ensure that the connections are tight. You should hear a click, then just plug it into a home outlet or a car socket. The Shiatsu massager has an ultra slim ergonomic design which contours perfectly around lower and upper back, neck, abdomen, calf, and thigh areas. The massage motors are also very powerful to ensure a deep massage. Now sit back, relax, and let the Zillion Shiatsu Pillow Massager relieve all your aches, knots, and muscle tension. Introducing the Zillion Shiatsu Pillow Massager. The Shiatsu massager has 2 different settings for ultimate relaxation.
Okay. All right, there we go. We got to see that video. So you got a little bit of an exhale. But so this is a fantastic way to just be able to get a little bit of self-care in while you're working, while you're at your desk, or at the end of the day. I know we have a lot of people working from home, but stay-at-home moms are also some of the biggest at-home workers that have been doing this a lot longer than just the people in the past couple of years. So big shout out to you. And being able to just spend a little bit of time every day to take care of yourself is totally worth it. And especially, you know, when it comes to price tags on things, I think it's also really important to remember that it's okay to give back to yourself. And in the midst of everything that's changed in the past 2 years, you know, I used to splurge and get a massage like once every 3 months or something, not all the time, but once every 3 months. We've had that taken away from us. So that's not even an option anymore. So it's okay to kind of give back to yourself because you got to invest in yourself a little bit in order to kind of move forward and reap the benefits of that. So there's also a massage gun that you can use, which is really good too. That's more for different targeted spots in your body. Maybe you've got that kind of ache in your shoulder, or you've been having some issues with your legs. Being able to do that sends these really fast waves directly into the muscles, and that's going to allow it to relax, and that's what's going to allow it to recover a little bit faster. Now, continuing with this theme of massage products, is something that my best friend showed me about 2.5 years ago. And it was a bit of a game changer when it came to excuses to stay on the couch, but I mean that in the best way possible. I'm just gonna put this on because why not start your self-care early on this Thursday? So this is another massage product. And what this does is it kind of naturally sits here, so you're able to sit back. You're gonna get a nice little neck massage. You can control it on the side here. There's also some heat, which is gonna help your muscles relax as well. Recently, I have found that I have been doing the chronic, like over the shoulder, trying to like work that knot out of my back. And I'm sure a lot of people have found themselves like doing that almost to the point where I think like my right arm is getting stronger because I'm constantly just like trying to dig massage knots out of my back, and that's not a really fun hobby. There's a lot of other things I'd rather be doing, like cooking or playing tennis or anything other than digging knots out of my back. So if you're like me, let's nix that off our hobby list in this 2021 and do a few more exciting things. I know I want one too. We just got a nice little chat. And you know what? You can absolutely get one today. And you know, depending on if you're an Amazon Prime member, this could be here by this weekend. And what a great way to just kind of be able to relax and decompress. Again, there's a lot of things going on in this country right now, and being able to just pause and give yourself some love is really important. So, you know, this is a great way of doing it. Again, I love these little self-care things because it kind of forces you to get off your phone for a few minutes. It kind of forces you to disconnect and really just be able to pause, take a deep breath, smell your lovely candle. And again, I want to hear more candle scents. But it just gives you a minute to pause and reflect and relax. And, you know, studies have shown time and time again that our body is really the foundation of our health and of, you know, our lives. If you don't have that pillar of health, of a strong body, of a strong emotional core, then you're going to have a really hard time moving forward in terms of getting ahead in your career, being able to take care of your family, being able to take care of yourself. So self-care, so important, and this is a really great product to help encourage that. I'm going to see if we have a little video on this here. This is the neck massager. You can see it in our carousel, and we don't, but that's okay because I can just keep telling you about it. So again, we've got the heat. The heat is really important because that is what's going to allow your muscles to relax. Along with that, you know, it's kind of got these different moving components, and it's got different speeds that it can go at. So, you know, have you ever been to the nail salon? I was just there the other day with my mother, and we're getting our nails done, and we're sitting in these chairs like, oh, this is so relaxing. Everything feels so great. And then it starts going like really, really fast, and all of a sudden you're like shaking, and you're like, okay, I can't get anything done. So you go down to the lower volume. This is just like that. It's like having that beautiful nail salon massage chair, but it's in your living room, and you don't have to make conversation with someone if you don't want to. You can just sit there and be quiet and watch your favorite show. The other thing is, if you're really talented, you probably could like do some typing, but then you risk having this like T-Rex, you know, motion going on with your arms, which, I mean, I find that entertaining, and hopefully your Zoom calls don't require a camera. But, oh yeah, Laura, she loves her massager, so thanks, Laura. And Arnold, hi to you too, and Brian, hi as well. Laura is a host over here at Sway TV, and we love her so much. Hi, Laura, thanks again for checking this out. Laura has actually been a friend of mine for quite a few years now. This is the fun fact. Laura and I met doing pageants. So I know a lot of people probably think, oh, pageants, okay, great, we're gonna get to hear all about that. And maybe you're rolling your eyes, and that's totally fine, because when I started doing pageants, I was actually in my early 20s, and I really didn't know what was gonna come from it. But I actually realized that it taught me some phenomenal skills that helped me the rest of my life. I went on, did Miss California a couple times, and then I went on and did Miss Arizona. I was able to win Miss Arizona, and I went to Miss International. So I've kind of had this crazy background. It's where I got to meet Laura, who's such a superstar, and it's so great seeing some of these other women that have gone on to do all sorts of different things with their lives. I'm really proud to call them my friends, and really grateful for that opportunity. And, you know, I'm gonna tie this back into some of the things we're talking about, because that's what we do here on Amazon Live. You know, we wanna bring it into sharing some things that we love in our day-to-day life, and we wanna explain to you why they're helpful to us. Maybe you'll find them helpful to you as well. Oh, I got a quick question from Laura saying, what was your favorite part about being Miss Arizona? You know, it opened so many doors for me. I love being Miss Arizona, because Arizona is my home state. So it gave me an excuse to spend some extra time with my parents, which was wonderful. I got to go home and visit them quite often. But along with that, I was able to really start sharing my passion for nutrition. Like I mentioned, I have my master's in nutritional science, and I'm on the road to becoming an RD right now. This was something I discovered a little bit later in life. I have an undergraduate degree in something completely different. But I knew that I love nutrition, and I knew that I wanted to share my love and passion for nutrition with people everywhere. And that's what I love about Amazon, for giving me this opportunity. You know, we've got viewers in Europe right now. We've got people across the world. So being able to share what I love with everyone was what I wanted to do. Now, Miss Arizona comes in because I was able to take my title as Miss Arizona and start doing more TV shows, start doing new news segments, start talking about products I love. And to me, that was just the most fulfilling thing that I could ever imagine. And I'm actually gonna show you a product that I brought on my own, and then I realized was actually here as well. And my husband is gonna laugh at this, but I love it anyways. It is my mini waffle maker. And this is this mini waffle maker. It is the cutest thing you have ever seen. I actually think I got it as a white elephant gift, and I'm gonna shamelessly share that because maybe someone didn't want their mini waffle maker, but I was willing and ready to take this and run with it. I have done countless news segments with this mini waffle maker, as well as other live cooking demos, because what I love about it is it heats up so quickly. So we're talking like a minute. So when I was running marathons and things, I would get back, I would be starving and exhausted, but I really wanted like a pancake or a waffle. So I would actually use my blender. I would blend up about a cup of oats because I was gluten-free at the time. So we were doing a cup of oats. I would do a little bit of almond milk, some vanilla extract, and maybe a scoop of peanut butter or almond butter. Put that in your blender. Then all you're gonna do is pour it into your mini waffle maker. This, again, heats up within seconds. And I would have the perfect serving of like 2 or 3 of these gluten-free oat waffles. And they were so satisfying, so delicious. And this was so easy to clean. Thanks, Laura. They are delicious. I will make sure to send you the recipe. And healthy air fryer recipes. Yes, we will definitely, I'll touch back on that a little bit later. I have actually yet to purchase an air fryer, but I've been hearing so much about them. I'm going to kind of blame this on my baby. Sorry, Kennedy. But it was when I had my baby, like when these air fryers were so popular and I was like, I just can't keep up with all of the trends right now. So that's one that's going to have to wait until, she's in daycare. But I would love to hear some healthy air fryer recipes that other people have. I heard that they're amazing to do different cauliflower bites with, or French fries, just so many fun ways of being able to cook something that was once deemed this unhealthy, like guilty pleasure, and now you can make it an everyday meal. So I love that about the air fryer. And that's actually another reason why I like things like this mini waffle maker so much, was because it used to be like waffles were only for Sundays or only for weekends. But when you have something that's super easy, convenient to use, convenient to change or clean, then you can just use it all the time. So I actually recently just did a whole demo on how you can make quesadillas. You can do grilled cheeses. I've done a toasted peanut butter on a whole grain toast in my mini waffle maker. And actually when you purchase this, which mind you is only $10. So like, I know I'm really not plugging the hot ticket items here, but I love this thing so much. It's more of like a passion for me. I have to just share my love for the waffle maker. When you purchase this for that right price of about $10, it's gonna give you this really great manual. And in here are all sorts of recipes of other really cute things that you can make that you might not have thought of, like right off the top. Like we've got a waffle biscuit pizza. What even is that? I don't know, but we've got to try it out. Sorry, you're getting a bit of a glare. So I'm just gonna tell you the other one. There's a cinnamon roll waffle. What's not to love about a cinnamon roll waffle? I mean, sign me up. So on this train of waffles, I actually wanted to bring up the blender that we have here. This is the Zulay blender. And this is really great because it comes in so many different colors. And I was just talking about how I would blend up oats to kind of make a gluten-free waffle every morning when I was training for this marathon. And I really love having like a simple blender because it used to be the kind of thing where like no one would want to make a smoothie because making a smoothie involves getting so many different things dirty. You have these enormous like glass bowls that you're like, how do I even clean this? There's the blades, you're like, I'm gonna cut my hand. This has just got dangerous written all over it and I'm doing a lot of work so that I can drink a tiny fruit smoothie that, has taken all this time to prep. And now I'm gonna like whack my hand off while I'm trying to clean it. What's the fun in that? There is no fun in that. So I was really stoked when these mini blenders came out because all you do is just put everything in them in the top and then you're gonna make your own individualized smoothie. So my go-to smoothie, hands down, every day for the past 4 years, has been pretty much as much spinach as you can stuff into a blender. You're gonna do a little bit of a plant-based milk, like an almond milk, a cashew milk, half a banana, and then anything else you wanna add. But I'm telling you, it is such a great way to start your day knowing that you've already had a huge serving of spinach. Also, that almond milk and that banana is gonna make it really creamy. And then that's when, depending on the mood I'm in, I'll kind of add in some extra things. So if it's been a harder exercise day, then I'll add in a little bit of nut butter, maybe do a little bit of peanut butter or almond butter. If it's a really hot day, my recent favorite go-to hack has been subbing frozen cauliflower instead of using ice. Some people like to put ice in their smoothies. I've never really liked ice in my smoothies for some reason. I find it's too cold and too watery. So I've actually been using frozen cauliflower, and I thought that this was the craziest thing when I first heard it. But it actually gives it this really rich, creamy texture. There's really hardly any sodium in the cauliflower, so you don't get any of that salty taste that some people might associate with it. But we really only get that salty taste when you season the cauliflower after you cook it. On its own, it's actually super bland. So being able to use cauliflower in place of ice is going to give you some extra nutrients. You're going to be getting more of your vitamin A, you're going to get some vitamin E, and you're going to get some great minerals. There's a little bit of zinc in there. So just toss half a cup of that in with your smoothie, blend it on up. It's going to be nice and cold and creamy. Plus, you get extra nutrients. What's not to love? So I am going to try to find the video here on this blender. Oh, here it is. Oh, and this is such a great, I didn't even get to highlight this. It comes in all these really fun colors. So, this is $26.99, but $26.99 is so worth it when you think about sometimes you gotta do a little bit of investment so that you can start living out these healthier habits. So go ahead and get this for yourself as a gift, and then you're gonna be able to start enjoying these smoothies more often, or maybe even try out that gluten-free waffle.
The Zulai Kitchen Personal Blender. Fully portable when on the go. Blends up to 25 shakes or smoothies when fully charged. Includes 6 stainless steel blades. Simply add your favorite ingredients and turn it on. Keep in mind not to include frozen fruits or ice cubes so the blades don't catch, and to keep your blender lasting longer. When done, simply add half a cup of water and turn it on to rinse and clean. If your battery is running low, just plug it in, anywhere. Comes in 6 beautiful, vibrant colors. Get your Zulai Kitchen Personal Blender today.
All right, so I hope you enjoyed that lovely video on our blender, and that was a really exciting break because during that break I got handed this new product that I am so excited to kind of unbox with you guys live. This is the first time I've seen it, and I think this is the first time we've shown it. So we're really excited. It's called Ever Better. And these are protein cookies. And first of all, they're created by Denise Austin. They are, I'm just reading the box. We're kind of learning about this together. There's 6 grams of protein. They're low sugar. They have probiotics. They're keto friendly, and they're gluten free. And on top of that, again, they come in this adorable box, and the color kind of matches my outfit. So that's cool. Just shameless self-plug there. Again, I'm Ashley Hawk. I'm your nutrition expert and host today of Healthy Habits with Ashley H. So if this is the first time you're checking this out, then please give us a follow for Sway TV. I'm super grateful for Sway TV for helping us do this. And of course, we're so grateful for Amazon Live for being able to let us showcase some of our favorite products and, talk about some fun stuff in the process. So back to the cookies. On the side, it says, "Today is yours, own it." Amen to that. Even better cookies. Gotta live by that philosophy. So we're gonna open this adorable box up, and it is at evenbettersnacks.com. And there's an even better way to treat yourself. You're worth it. This totally fits our theme, and we didn't even know that this was gonna happen. How cool is that? So they're going to come in a box like this. We've got a couple different packages. This is the packet. In each packet, there are 2 servings of 7 cookies. So we're looking at about 14 cookies per packet, and per serving is only 200 calories. So that's actually a pretty low calorie snack. And in that 200 calories, you're gonna be getting 6 grams of protein, which is 12% of your daily needs. But that's actually a really good ratio when you look at the fact that this is 200 calories, we've got 6 grams of protein, we've only got a total of 5 grams of sugar. So this is a really low sugar snack. And what I was just about to look at after that is it's also low in sodium, which is fantastic. We've got a good balance of fats, calories, and protein here. So this could be a great snack to have after a long workout or to get you through the day. What I absolutely love about nutrition products that are packaged like this, packaged like in a cookie way, is so many times we are hungry and we think, okay, I'm gonna grab a protein bar because that's gonna keep me full and protein bars are healthy. Not always true. Protein bars generally are, but you really do have to look at what's inside of them because sometimes you can get these protein bars that are loaded with sugar, they're super high in calories, and they're not even a huge serving size. So you scarf down, or at least I am guilty of, I will woof down the protein bar, and then all of a sudden I am like, oh, hello, I just consumed 350 calories. I'm not even feeling full, and there wasn't even that much protein in it. So what I love about something like these cookie bites is you can actually practice some mindful eating with these. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up and we're gonna check out the size of them. But you know, serving size is so important when it comes to food and snacks. And this is something where, you know, people working from home, we got to portion our snacks a little bit better because sometimes the kitchen is so close and we're just like, but the fridge was calling my name. The fridge told me to open it. And once I opened it, I needed to find something. So we know that that happens, but also with our kids, you know, we want to be feeding them healthy, nourishing foods. And we also want to be teaching them about mindful eating and kind of eating until they're full or eating until they feel satiated. So by having a snack like this that is kind of already made into individual cookie bites, you know, you're going to be able to try one and say, okay, am I full? Do I still need another one? And even if you do end up eating the whole bag, that's actually totally fine too. Again, you've got to listen to the needs of your body and listen to what your body is telling you. Some days you do need to consume more foods than others, but it's going to help eliminate the risk of just scarfing down something because it's there and it wasn't even satisfying. It's just kind of that mindless snacking routine. So let's take a look at these. Enough talk about them. They're these adorable little cookie bites. And again, there are 7 cookies per serving. So, you know, this flavor is chocolate peanut butter passion. I am all about that. And I'm gonna take a bite of one and just, you know, hang tight. I'll tell you how I feel about them. I would love to hear from you what some of your favorite kind of cookie flavors are. You know, I've always been a big peanut butter girl myself, but I think that was kind of like growing up in the desert, and you know, I would just always scarf down a peanut butter sandwich whenever I could, and I still do that today. But what are your favorite flavors? Are you a white chocolate? Are you a more of a fruity flavor? What do you like in your cookies? And I'll tell you, my first thing that I noticed about this is how kind of fluffy and how great the texture is. Because sometimes with cookies, they can be that like really crisp and brittle, like you're kind of chewing, or they have that like protein bar aftertaste. Do you know the protein bar aftertaste that I'm talking about? Where you're like, I can't quite place that, but I know it's not natural. This is not like that at all. This is kind of like that really like moist, I know some people don't like that word, but this is that kind of like really moist, melt in your mouth chocolate flavor. And it's absolutely delicious, but it's also got little like peanut butter bites in there. So it's almost like, I don't know how you would describe it. It's like a chocolate chip, but it's like a peanut butter chip. There we go. That's how you would describe it. So these are delicious. I think they come in a variety of different flavors. Today we're trying the chocolate peanut butter passion. And let me see if we can pull them up on here so that you can actually see them. Bear with me. Let's see if they're on this page here. Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hang on one second. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Today is actually my first day doing this, so I really appreciate the support out there, and I'm kind of learning as we go. So I really appreciate your patience, and I hope everybody's Thursday is going pretty well. Again, if you are on the East Coast, then congratulations. You are that much closer to Friday and that much closer to the weekend. Oh no, it didn't show up for some reason. Oh, okay. Give me just 1 second. We're gonna figure this out. And if this is your first time checking this out, then definitely click the follow page on our follow Sway. We are Sway TV, and we love to kind of find those products from Amazon that really stand out to us. And I'm just gonna have to pull it up at another. Oh, here we go. Oh, I found them. There we go. See, knew we could do this. Also, I'm loving the price point here. This is, again, we're kind of learning all of this together. So the price point is $19.97, which is so great. So that's a pack of 4. So I think that's this box that I've got here. That's a great price point. These are all coming down to about a little less than $5 for each bag, which when you think again, I know I'm kind of riffing on protein bars, and don't get me wrong, I actually like protein bars. Protein bars are fine. Protein bars are great. Protein bars can be expensive. Have you ever gone to buy 2 protein bars and it was like $12? Like, what am I doing? Why are these protein bars $6 each? Okay, so this bag of cookies comes down with 2 servings in it, comes down to just a little bit less than $5 each. So that's actually an even better, it's even better than just buying your protein bars. So we love this product. We've got a video. I think we should check out the video. Here we go.
What's up, y'all? It's Katie Austin here, and I am so excited to share with you guys the new Ever Better Protein Bites. Each serving has 6 grams of protein, low in sugar, keto-friendly, and gluten-free. They come in 4 different flavors of Double Chocolate Delight. We have Pumpkin Spice Joy, Brownie Bliss, and last but not least, the Chocolate Peanut Butter Passion, because we are passionate about chocolate. So, the entire family will love Ever Better Bites, so let's live Ever Better together.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. We were talking about, again, beginner's luck. We're learning as we go. Bear with me. Thanks for that. So I'm Ashley Hawk. I am a health and wellness expert. I have my master's degree in nutritional science, studying to become a registered dietitian. But my background is also in TV. I did some work with a good friend of mine, Laura Odegaard, who's also a host here. And, my passion is sharing the products that I love with viewers everywhere, and thank you, Amazon, for giving us the opportunity to do that. I want to hear about some products that you like, and also learn about just kind of some of the things you're interested in. This channel kind of covers a variety of topics. I specifically focus on kind of healthy habits. That's why it's Healthy Habits with Ashley H. I'm Ashley Hawk, and we're just kind of talking about a variety of different things, because nutrition is a huge component of these quote unquote healthy habits. And I think that a trap that we can also fall into sometimes is using the term healthy when it should be more like healthful, because everything can be healthy when used in moderation, but there are also healthful things that we can do that eventually lead to leading these healthy lives. Because eating an orange, sure, that's healthy, but what if you eat 20 oranges a day? That actually might not be healthy. So we're talking more about healthful patterns, healthful habits, and how you can foster those. Now, talking about healthy patterns, healthy habits, and oranges, I have got a product right here. This is a water infuser. And I'm such an advocate for hydration. Hydration is important for so many reasons. And, again, our body, like the planet that we live on, is mostly made of water. And we need to replenish that, because kind of as you go, you're constantly burning off water molecules. And a lot of our basic health issues can actually come down to just chronic dehydration. It's kind of shocking and kind of amazing and a little bit sad when I meet some people or have just kind of seen in passing by with various clients or things, that a lot of their issues really do come down to chronic dehydration. Now, what is chronic dehydration? Chronic dehydration is when, it hasn't just been one day. Okay, sure, we all have that off day where we drink a little bit too much coffee and we weren't able to rehydrate with some water. No, chronic dehydration is when you kind of look back, and I'm not trying to shame anybody here by any means. I love some of my coffee habits. I will drink the occasional diet soda. We are all human here. But it's when you look back and you realize, like, oh my goodness, for the past 10 years, I have probably been drinking maybe a glass of water a day, but I've been drinking 2 or 3 Diet Cokes. That is more chronic dehydration. And it's totally fine, because the great thing is you can recover from that. And you can recover from that starting today by just increasing how much water you drink. Start small. Start with something that's realistic for you. They recommend, I think it's 6 to 8 glasses of water a day. I like to say 1 milliliter for every calorie that you consume. And if you're not a big calorie person, then I just say, around 2 liters of water is actually ideal. So that comes down to 2,000 calories, which is your typical diet. Now, being able to keep track of that is where it gets tricky. So that's why I love this Zulay product. You can actually see, here they've got the different times of the day, which I think is so cute. I've never seen that before. And you can kind of track where you should be at throughout the day of how much water that you should be consuming. Now, if you hate water, because I totally get that too. Some people are just like, look, I hate water. Water tastes disgusting. It's so boring. Life is short. YOLO. I'm not drinking the water. And that is totally fine. Like, power to you. Know what you like, know what you don't like. All about it. But you still got to drink water. You just got to find a more creative way to drink your water so that you don't get sick. And that's also really important. So what you can do to make your water a little more exciting is you use the fruit infuser. And in here you can just chop up anything you want. I mean, it doesn't have to just be fruit. I'm saying fruit because that's, what we typically think of is oranges or strawberries. But just the other day, I made something with basil, and I put basil kind of like in a big tub. You can put it in here. So you put your basil, you put your cucumbers, and you put your strawberries in here. And then you fill the rest with water and put this in the refrigerator if you like cold water, or just tag it along with you if you like room temperature water like myself. And you're gonna have this delicious fruit infused, or fruit or cucumber or basil. You're gonna have this delicious flavor infused water ready for you to enjoy at any time of the day. And ideally, you would have enjoyed this much by 8, this much by 9, this much by 10, and throughout. It only goes to 12 because you do ideally want to drink a couple of these a day. This isn't enough for one whole day. But it's a really great way to start making changes to your water consumption habits. And what I want to point out too, because this is something that I actually talked to quite a few people about at the beginning of the shelter in place and like the stay-at-home orders and whatnot, was work from home tips. How can we improve our work from home health? And again, it was drink more water, because unfortunately it was almost like when we were going to the office and we were working that we had our routine, like, okay, I'm going into this meeting, so I always stop and fill my water bottle. Now that you're at home, you don't really get a chance to kind of have those same habits, and we can fall into the pattern of sitting at our desk, drinking cup after cup of coffee, and then, it's noon, so we switch to a diet soda or something, and you realize that you haven't had any water. And that, staying at home and just working all day long, it's still really important to drink as much water as you can. So hydration, really important. Being able to invest in just something that makes staying hydrated a little bit easier is so worth it. The last thing I want to share about water is going to kind of harp back on our self-care techniques. And somebody recently shared this with me. I think she was like a poet, a social media influencer poet, that she didn't realize until she was in her late 40s that hydration is actually a form of self-care. And that, I was shook. That really struck me, because I was just like, well, yeah, we drink water to stay alive, but that's because you got to drink water to stay alive. But she was like, no, hydration is self-care. self-care. If you are not making the time to make sure that your body is really functioning and as hydrated as possible, you are not going to be operating at your best level. And that is like being able to take a few minutes and say, am I thirsty? Am I feeling dehydrated? Am I feeling a little drier than usual? Maybe you've been traveling, maybe, you know, you're in a warmer part of the world. So being able to make that time for yourself and to get that self-care, hydration in is really important. So the last thing I wanted to point out about these was just that they come in a ton of different colors. So that makes it really fun to just kind of feel like it's personalized. You know, let me pull up the picture here. You can also check it out on our carousel. So go ahead and just scroll down. You're gonna see these listed under the Zulay Kitchen. Oh, okay, hang on. Again, we're learning together here. So thanks everybody. Really appreciate that as I hold this up. This is a great chance for you to take a drink of water if you need it. Here we go. Zulay, so Zulay is the company that makes these. They also make, oh, here we go. A couple other really cool things. There's a popcorn maker on there. You can check it out here. Okay, there we go. And let's watch the video. Let's check it out. So you can see all the different fun colors. All right. Oh, okay. So that was the water infuser. We were talking about why hydration is still a form of self-care and why self-care is so important, because self-care, when you're working from home, when you're staying at home, really leads to your kind of mental health and mental well-being, and that is so, so important. So the next thing we're going to talk about is actually still a form of self-care, but it might be a little bit more of a stretch here, but I just kind of wanted to give it a little bit of a plug because it's an item I have at home, and it made my life so much easier when I was kind of like not expecting it to make that big of a difference. So let me just paint the scene for you here. I get home one day and my husband's like, honey, I got you a gift. And I was like, it's not Valentine's Day. It's not my birthday. Like, you got me a gift? Me? You got me a gift. That's so great. I'm so excited. I can't believe you got me a gift just because. Like, what a great husband. And I'm like giddy. I can't wait to open this. I'm like, what is it going to be? Is it going to be jewelry? Is it going to be a handbag? And he's like, oh, it's over here, like warmer, colder. And I'm like totally playing along, hamming it up. And it's this box. And I'm like, oh, he got me a box. Maybe it's like a beautiful picture from our wedding. And I open it up and it's a Roomba. Now, I don't mean to say it's a Roomba like womp, 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 but I was like, oh, it's a vacuum. And then he was like, no, it's a Roomba. And I was like, you got me a vacuum. What does that say about me? And I kind of paused and did the like, oh, I love it. Like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever been given. I couldn't be happier to be like having your baby and holding this vacuum. But this is what I'm getting at. This is actually, I completely changed my tune the first day that I came home and he was like, look what I did. I started it. And I am watching this beautiful little critter like just zoom across my floor, picking things up left and right. Like dog hair was there, gone. Crumbs were there, gone. My paper clippings were there, gone. And all of a sudden, it just like, my mind was blown. I was like, okay, probably shouldn't have like wrapped it up in a super romantic gift, but the fact that you have just created this much free time in my life, and like I could just put the Roomba down in any room of my house, and all of a sudden it was just like instantly clean, was honestly one of the best gifts I have ever been given. So honey, sorry that I like kind of riffed on you there, but here is the one that I'm talking about. We're just gonna pull it up on the product page. This is the exact one that I got. And no, this is the robot vacuum cleaner, sorry. But there is a Roomba, let me find that one. But anywho, so Roomba was fantastic because it just all of a sudden created all this time that I'm not having to stare at the dog hair and feel guilty that I'm not vacuuming. So the fact that I was able to kind of have that, like, oh, here we go. Have that off of like my mind of feeling bad about like, oh, there's all this stuff. Here it is, the iRobot Roomba, $675. And this one is even cooler because this one you can control from your phone. So like, you know, look at all these different, so we're gonna remove pet hair. We're going to be picking up crumbs. We're gonna be picking up anything your kids might have spilled. Just so many, like all the stuff, the Cheerios, look at that. Who doesn't have kids that just knock things on the floor? My niece was visiting a few months ago and she is a year and a half old and she literally just took a bowl of Cheerios and dumped it on her head. And it was like the most beautiful thing. I was so proud of her as her aunt. I was just like beaming from ear to ear that I was like, that's my niece just being a little terror and it's so great. But you know what? If you have a Roomba, you don't have to worry about that. You don't ever have to worry about kids knocking things on the floor because all you do is turn it on. And this little critter, again, is so intelligent. It knows like not to bump into things. So you could like put your foot in front of it and it's not gonna run over your foot. Your dog could walk across it, across the floor, and it's gonna know not to bump into your dog. So it works super well. You can control it from your phone. Let's see, should we check out a video on it? Let's check out this video.
Products, iRobot asked for my help in assisting people to make the right choice for their home.
On the Roomba, you kind of get the idea. You know, I also wanted to kind of tie the Roomba in to the fact that we're all spending more time at home. And when you spend more time at home, your house is just inherently going to get messier. And it's also really hard when you might be that mom or you're that busy dad and you're working from home and all of a sudden you're having to spend more time at your house, but because you're doing that, it's going to get messier. You're going to see that your house is messier. It's going to start to bother you. And then all of a sudden you're trying to like find these extra minutes to be cleaning out your house. And I don't know about you, but I don't think that's fair at all because it used to be like we would just go to work and then come home and your house is nice and clean. You didn't have to worry about it. Well, we don't really have that anymore. A lot of people are at home. So being able to treat yourself to a nice way of easily cleaning your house a little bit more efficiently than you are used to is actually, again, gives you some free time to actually spend time with your kids, to be able to exhale at the end of the day and maybe read a magazine or something that you had been interested in catching up on. Along with that, you know, it is also going to help if you might have allergies. There could be some different pet allergies or some pollen allergies. So being able to help keep your floors a little bit cleaner, pair that with an air purifier, which we actually have, we've got a few in the carousel today. That's a really That's a form of self-care. That's a form of taking care of your family. You know, allergies are on the rise. And the past couple of years here in California, we've been having some issues with some fires. So I don't know about you, but my air purifier has actually been kind of a go-to in the sense that you want to have them in a couple different rooms. So being able to control the air that's in your house gives you a little bit of a break in knowing that you're at least safe at home. So, you know, like, my ideal combo would be you get your Roomba, you get your air purifier, and then at least you know that you're gonna be circulating clean air throughout your house. You're not gonna have that dander, that dust, that dog hair on the floor. We love our cats. You know, I think it's something crazy. Like half of Americans, if not more, own dogs, and at least 1/3 or 2/3 own cats, which means that probably over 70% of Americans have pets, and maybe in Europe too. I'm not trying to exclude you by any means, but I just only know the statistics in the US. But we're big pet people. We love our pets. Our pets are so great. Like, they're our best friends. And I know my dog is personally winning during this whole pandemic. She now just kind of goes everywhere with me, and I love that. I wouldn't change it for a minute. But with that being said, you know, we do have to kind of be more aware of the fact that there is going to be a little more dust in the house. There's going to be more pet hair. There's going to be more dander. So being able to make sure that you're compensating by having your cleaner floors, using your Roomba, getting maybe an air purifier, something like that is a great way to to be able to take that stress off your mind and really just be able to enjoy your buddies. So the next product that I wanted to talk about is actually, it's more of a high ticket item, but it kind of changed my recovery after I had my baby. I've kind of mentioned earlier that I'm a long distance runner. I've run a handful of marathons, and I've just been a runner for the past 10 years. And I never really got a gym membership because I figured, well, I don't need it. I have my sneakers. I can just put on my sneakers and I can go run anytime I want. And I can use that little bit of extra money that I save from not having a gym membership for other fun things. Okay, so then cue the pandemic, cue the rainstorms that come, cue the snowstorms, cue the ridiculously hot summers that we have, and suddenly running outside is not really much of an option. I actually invested in one of these Nordic Track treadmills just a few months ago because when my baby was born, I wanted to be able to run again, but she was not big enough to go into a jogging stroller, and I needed to be able to just exercise in my house. So I know this is a high ticket item, but at the same time, if I was to total up the amount of money that I saved from not getting a gym membership, that I saved from not doing my workout classes, I honestly think that I probably saved even more money in the long run. And the fact that I was able to just walk into my garage and get on my treadmill and do a quick run was such a nice peace of mind. And it was just kind of that 30-minute break that I think we all need sometimes at the end of the day, or it's just a beautiful way to start your mornings. I'm going to just tie this into healthy habits real quick. But having a really good morning routine is one of those things that can get your day started off right. So maybe you're a coffee drinker, which is great. We love coffee. But you have that cup of coffee and then you kind of change into whatever you need. But I am all about getting a little bit of fresh air, getting a little bit of exercise in the morning. So if you can do it by 9 a.m., then that's kind of always my go-to, even if it's just a quick walk. But on the days when the weather is not so great or there's something going on that isn't going to let you walk outside and enjoy the fresh air, you can still kind of get that same feeling and you can still get those endorphins going. And we love those endorphins just by being able to spend 30 minutes walking on a treadmill. There was a recent trending workout routine, and I think it was called the 3-30-12. And it was this TikTok influencer or YouTube influencer. And I'm sorry, I'm not having all the details of this spot on, but you're going to get the gist of it. She hated running. She hated working out. And amen to you, girl. I totally get that. Some people, it is just not their thing. But she was like, I had this treadmill and I knew I wanted to start working out more. And I remember my grandmother telling me, you can do anything for 30 minutes. So she said, okay, 3 miles per hour seems like a doable pace to walk out. And because I'm walking and I still want to sweat, I'm going to put it at the highest incline possible, which was 12. And I'm going to do it for 30 minutes. So it was 3, 30, 12. And doing that just for 3 days a week, she ended up getting in phenomenal shape. So, way to go. Good for you, girl. We respect that. But also just making small changes can then lead to bigger changes. So you start walking for 20 minutes a day, and then all of a sudden, maybe you don't want that greasy donut once you walk back into the kitchen because you just felt really good after your sweat. So it's these small changes can add up to bigger changes. And again, to our moms out there, so much love for you because your life is just a constant workout, that the last thing you sometimes want to do is then continue to exercise. But if you can find ways to make it kind of fun, listen to a good podcast, it actually doesn't really become this chore of exercising. It becomes more of a chance to spend some time doing something you enjoy doing. So you take a nice walk, you feel nice and refreshed, you get those endorphins going, you listen to an interesting podcast, you phone a friend. I do that with so many of my old girlfriends from college where it's let's go for a walk and chat. A great way to get a little bit of an exercise in, a little bit of a workout in, while still being able to catch up, feel good. It doesn't take up too much time. So that's all I'm going to say about the treadmill, but it's just one of those things that if now is the right time in your life to get something like this, I could not recommend it more, because it has just been such a lifesaver for me on those days where I just need a little bit of a mental break, to be able to go outside, to be able to jog for 10 minutes, to just feel like I've had that mental reset. And even on those days when I'm too tired to run, just to go for a nice walk on my treadmill actually feels really great. Again, I love to hike, I love being outside, but we don't always get that chance. So this is kind of like the second best thing that you can do. Now, I'm going to segue a little bit onto a self-care discovery product that I had not too long ago. And they are these CBD sleep teas that I had a friend recently recommend to me. And, you know, I don't know about you, but I know with all the change that has happened in the past year, sleep has been a really big topic in terms of healthcare and what people are doing to get a better night's sleep. I feel like more and more people come to me, or I just hear it in passing, that like I'm having a hard time sleeping. And you can try so many different things. You can take over-the-counter medicine. You can try melatonin. But what I found really worked for me was actually being able to just have a cup of these CBD teas. And I don't know if you've had a chance to try them. Again, it's a newer product, but I found that it was just relaxing enough to kind of like help kind of get in that sleepy mode. And get ready to go to bed. So these are these CBD teas. They come in different flavors. This is a chamomile mint. This is a chill one. So this is like if you just kind of need a quick relaxation. I drink mine at night. But you know, I'm really sensitive to lots of things. I'm really sensitive to caffeine. I don't need much caffeine to like get up and get going. That has changed. I used to be able to drink like a straight red eye. Like I look back on those days and I'm like, oh, holy smokes. But you know, I now just need half a cup of coffee. Now I just need half a cup of tea. And it's like that perfect amount to relax you so that you can go upstairs, you can light your self-care candle that we have here. You can maybe do a little bit of your back massager, which we have here, and just kind of unwind for the night. The catchy term that everyone's talking about now is sleep hygiene. And that is the idea that you want your sleep routine to be clean. You want to have good sleep hygiene. And we hear this term a lot when it comes to children, but we don't really apply it to adults. And I think that, you know, if you've raised these children, it's time to start taking care of yourself and start taking care of your own sleep hygiene. So, you know, my personal sleep hygiene routine is usually have half a cup of tea, light a candle, and then I put my phone away and I like to read. And, you know, use one of these massagers is a great way too. Or being able to, again, light a candle. Sorry, I got distracted there. We have different like salt scrubs if you're gonna take a bath, but being able to just come up with a basic routine so that your body knows that when it's time to go to sleep and you are just feeling completely relaxed. So that is my little PSA on the importance of sleep health. Let's check out just a couple more products that we have on here. One of the things that I have also found, you know, in terms of exercise, are being able to use just some of these different things that aren't as pricey. You know, we've got the Sunny Health and Fitness Mini Stepper with resistant bands. And this is a great way to be able to get in some core strength. Core strength is really important because that is what is holding you together. So we're gonna watch the little video on that.
Get a full body workout in one machine with the Sunny Health and Fitness Mini Stepper with bands. This compact stepper helps tone your glutes, calves, and thighs. Step onto the oversized foot pedals that have non-slip surfaces. Produce smooth, natural, and powerful steps with a hydraulic drive system that forces your legs to push against your own body weight. Change the intensity of the exercise by adjusting the height of your steps at the bottom of the stepper. Take your workout to the next level with the removable resistance bands. Tone your core, shoulders, and arms while you step for a full body workout. Track your workout duration, step count, and total calories burned with the digital display. Feel safe and secure on the sturdy steel frame that supports up to 220 pounds. Start your cardio workout with the Mini Stepper by Sunny Health and Fitness.
All right, so that was just a little video we wanted to show you about this super easy fitness mini stepper. Again, I've heard from so many of my friends, they're like, the COVID-19 has hit my waist. What am I supposed to do? Well, it is hard because a lot of our gyms are closed and we're kind of trying to find new ways to work out. But being able to use little products like this is a great way. They come in so many different price points. You can check out a couple different ones in the carousel that we have here. Now, today's segment was all about self-care, at-home self-care. So I just want to touch on one more thing. It was the one that we started with. This is this fantastic massager. We were showing how you can use it on your low back. You can use it on your neck. It heats up. This is the Zillion massager. You can see those red lights heating up as we go. I made the discovery that I was like, wait a minute, you can also use it on your hands. Like, so good, feels so good. So this is, one of the things that I was really excited about for today's episode, just because I get to enjoy this while I'm here, but also it's such a great item. Just put it on your desk. Encourage that self-care whenever you get a chance. So as we wrap up here, we are actually gonna play some PS5. So today is my first day here, and I'm also not afraid to admit when I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know how to play a PS5, but I'm gonna do my best here. And we're really excited because these are coming out next month. So here's this PS5, here we go. Okay, there we go, that's how I go forward. So off we go. Okay, there we go. Well, and now I'm ice. Oh man, this could take a while. Well, thank you guys so much for checking this out. Okay, we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna learn how to jump. Does anyone wanna tell me how I press the X? Thanks, okay, here we go. Luckily I've got really good helpers here. X, oh, we're doing it, guys. Yeah, Well, if this isn't the, I hope you're enjoying watching me try to not let this ice guy land on, We're getting better. Beginner's luck. I totally see why people get really into this. We're off to the races. Okay, jump. X, 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 X. Ha! What do I do now? Ah! Oh. We're getting better. Improvement. Okay, here we go. I just need to figure out what happens after this ice wall. There we go. Oh, that's what happens after the ice wall. Oh, what about that one? Okay. Here we go. Oh. I'm arguably getting worse. So remember, I got my master's in nutrition, not ice hacking with these things. But you know what, that's okay, because we love learning something new every day. There we go, see? And just like that. It's a lot easier than you think. Oh. Have you guys played these before? Like somebody please give me a comment on like if the difference between this is totally addicting. Okay, here we go. Okay, so smash that, run, jump, smash. Run, jump. What's the name of this game? This is Astro's Playground. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be it. We're gonna get past that ice wall thing. Never mind, that didn't go so well. We're gonna just keep. Okay. If you are just checking this out, I am Ashley Hawk, and I am playing Astro's Playground here at Sway TV. This is the PS5. I've never played this before. So beginner's luck, really like going for it. No! Overshot that. Overshot that. Okay. All right, everyone, thanks again for checking this out. I am Ashley Hawk, and this is Healthy Habits with Ashley H. We are Sway TV, and we love to bring you products that we have just discovered that we are so excited about, that are gonna help make your life easier, more efficient, and hopefully in the process a little bit healthier. But if nothing else, we really hope you enjoyed hanging out with us this afternoon and watching me play PS5 for the first time ever. Thank you so much. I'm gonna keep playing this.
Make sure you guys follow Sway TV. Follow Sway right here. Ooh, it's this way, sorry. Corey says, thank you, Sway TV. Shakira says, thank you, Sway. Yes, guys, it is so much fun. We love Sway TV.
Yes. Amazon, we love you, Amazon.
So grateful for you guys and for Sway TV.
I've had such a great time with all of you.
Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.